engage phase, you will imagine a future state, develop a shared understanding of the current system, and identify interventions that can be used to get from current state to the future state. So keep those current state maps handy, but off to the side for a bit. Let's start by envisioning the future state. How exactly do you envision a future state? Well, how about drawing a map of a high-functioning, effective system? Keep the process simple. To get started, put out flip charts, markers, and small pieces of paper with the names of important system actors on them. Color code the actors by the type of work they do, the location they work, or the organization type. Now, ask participants to think critically about the future system using the 5 R's. You can of course choose different questions to stir up dialogue, but here are a few to get you started. Start by defining clearly the result the system is seeking and how is this different from the current result the system is experiencing. Knowing this will ground the discussion around the remaining 5 R's. Role questions may include things like who should play the role of active networker, influencer, resource hub, and broker. Why? What actors should be part of a clique and which clique? Are there other key actors that should be part of the system and playing a key system actor role? Who? You will also want workshop participants to think through how relationships should look in the future. Who should be connected to one another? How should specific actors be connected? For example, frequently or infrequently, through first, second, or third degrees. Again, ask what actors should be a part of the system who may be currently missing or marginalized, and how should they be connected to others in the system. As you think about the roles and relationships actors should play and map this out, you will obviously need to think about how resources should flow so that they are connected to the right actors, are reliable and secure, and what rules should be in place or at least recognized or understood better to help facilitate future roles and relationships. As you work through this process together, test your assumptions behind this future map. What happens if one or several of the most central actors leaves the system? What new roadblocks have emerged? What can you do to address this? And does this future map address key roadblocks in the current map? Now, go and pull out the relationship map, the one you created using Pando. What are some of the big immediate differences the participants see between the current and future systems? You will want to challenge the workshop participants to answer these types of questions. Are those marginalized actors now part of the system? Are cliques now connected through brokers? And are they the right brokers? Are key influences the same or different? Are cliques exploring and engaging? Who are the new active networkers? And are they going to be able to play this important role? So what does this look like in a real-life workshop? Well, a few years back, colleagues did the same process with actors supporting the maternal, neonatal, and child health system in one state in Nigeria. And let me tell you, the future map looked drastically different from the map that was generated by data. My colleagues and the system actors quickly realized that they needed to develop interventions which linked those with resources like money, training, and suppliers and equipment to those who deliver services and provide outreach into communities. They also saw, through a comparison of the two maps, an opportunity to bring new actors into the system. For example, they realized through feedback with women and their families there was no way to access medical facilities for child delivery because the families lacked transport. So, a new intervention was developed to bring transport actors into the system. Can you see how these two maps help the system actors design and adapt their interventions?